Raider Nation, what is good? Welcome back to the channel, guys. And I have a very interesting, different type of video for you guys. We're in kind of the dead zone, the dead period of the offseason where they just finished up mandatory minicamp. There's about a month away from the start of training camp, and then preseason, regular season is right around the corner. So things are going to start to heat up soon, but right now, nothing is really going on, which is kind of the time frame of speculation, rumors, right? Who's going to make the 53-man roster, who's not going to make the 53-man roster for pretty much every team in the NFL. And I saw this article on Twitter and I was like, okay, that is weird. And then I actually looked it up on Google and there's actually a lot more of them. And I was very curious to deep dive into it with you. I haven't read it yet, but I saw it. I saw what it was about and I was like, okay, if this is a possibility, this might be one of the biggest steals I've ever seen in my life. Now, again, it's just speculation. It's just rumors. This might not happen. It really might not happen, okay? So keep that in mind as we go through this video. So I came up to it and it says, Bills might gift the Raiders a perfect addition before training camp. And at this point, I'm like, okay, probably someone that could potentially be cut. Every single year, you see guys who get cut who you're like, whoa, how is that guy getting released from this team? They end up signing to a new team and they play really well, right? You see that a lot. Now, go down and you see this right here. As Las Vegas Raiders inch toward training camp, there are still some roster moves that we could see made, right? And one of their biggest positions of need is the linebacker position. Obviously, they do have Divine Diablo, Robert Spillane, Tommy Eichenberg, but filling in another guy there could be massive for them, especially a former Pro Bowler in Matt Milano. This is an all-pro linebacker, okay? So the fact that there is speculation that he could be in or released because of his injuries is crazy to think about. And again, I know you guys are sitting here like, okay, this is definitely not a possibility, but sometimes you see in articles that things become true. Things that, the Bills media members are putting out there, sometimes they aren't actually true, right? But again, Matt Milano could completely change the Raiders defense. In this video, I wanted to break down some Matt Milano film and show you exactly why he could. But there's also rumors about Brandon Ayuk. And you know what's funny about the Brandon Ayuk situation is it kind of reminds me of, college days, recruiting someone, trying to get him to go to your football team, right? The 49ers are trying to recruit him to stay. You see the Commanders and Jay and Daniels trying to recruit him to go over there. The Pittsburgh Steelers seem like they could be in the lead for him. But then you look at a guy like Antonio Pierce and his relationship with Brandon Ayuk as well. If the Raiders find a way to add some more pieces to this team, man, things could be so much different next season. I mean, things could change drastically with the moves that they've already made. But now these two moves, potentially adding a Matt Milano and potentially adding a Brandon Ayuk to this team, guys, think about it for a second. Let's actually break down some film on Matt Milano. I'm going to show you exactly why this could be huge for the Las Vegas Raiders next season. Now, the first thing that stands out when you turn on Matt Milano's film is the speed off the jump, off the snap, right? He's going to be lined up right here. They're going to try to get a run play up the middle. You're going to see the majority of these guys start to block towards the left side of the offensive line, right? This wide receiver is supposed to come up here and pick up on Matt Milano, but he's just way too quick off the snap to even remotely get close to him, right? So again, let's watch Matt Milano on this play as he, boom, right when the ball snaps, fires into the hole, and he's going to make a big play on the running back, getting low, big time tackle behind the line of scrimmage on 2nd and 1, creating a third down opportunity for his defense. This is a guy that can come in, step right next to a guy like Divine Diablo, add insane depth next to a guy like Robert Spillane, and help be a mentor for a guy like Tommy Eichenberg. This would be such a big addition for the Raiders, right? And we're going to break down even more film in a second. Before we get into that and even talk more about Matt Milano, as he is just all-pro linebacker. I mean, over his career, over 490 tackles, 4 forced fumbles, 9 fumble recoveries. He's got 10 interceptions, a touchdown, 59 run stuffs as well, including in 2022. The man had 17 run stuffs. Insane work, right? We're going to break that all down in a second even further. But make sure you guys do me a big favor. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, join the family. It's free. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe, right? And we're going to be covering the Raiders throughout the entirety of the offseason, not only breaking down film during preseason and regular season, but breaking down training camp, showing you guys what's going on during that, who's standing out, who's not standing out, all the takeaways. We got you guys covered. Join the family, and actually comment down below, do you think a Matt Milano Raiders pairing up, do you think it makes sense? And more importantly, do you think it's possible, right? It all comes down to if they cut him. I don't think they're going to cut him. But if he does get released, dude, unbelievable good fit for the Raiders. And I would be extremely pumped if it was to happen, right? Now, let's get back into some more film here. All right, another reason I love Matt Milano here for any team, not just the Raiders, but, with this time in the Bills, he's been insane, right? Is the versatility that he brings. We saw him come up off the edge and make a big play on the running back in the backfield. But what he can do in coverage and as a Mike linebacker, the IQ, the football awareness, right? The ability to know where guys are going, where guys are going to be is really, really valuable in the NFL, okay? So now in this play specifically, we're going to get a little bit of pre-snap motion here by the tight end. And when this happens, it can really give the quarterback a sign of what the defense is trying to do here. So let's actually break it down a little bit further. So boom, you get that pre-snap motion and the linebackers are going to rotate over, which means they're in a little bit of a zone potentially, right? So he's going to move over here. He's going to shift his defense over to the right side, at least the linebackers, right? So they're going to move over here, and then watch how this play develops, right? Linebackers shift over. We're going to get a quick screen here to Kyle Phillips, okay? Now, I want you to understand where Matt Milano is on the field, and also, I want you to realize how many offensive linemen are going to break out here. So at this point in time, let's count it, right? So Matt Milano is coming from this direction. You have 1, you have 2, you have 3, you have 4, and you have 5 and 6 over here, right? You have 6 guys to weave in and out of. And if we're being honest, we have maybe 3 Bills players in position to make a play. And if they don't, this could be a touchdown, right? So boom, let's see how this works. Okay, 4 Bills players here having to get through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys, right? If Matt Milano doesn't make a play here, weaving in and out of these offensive linemen and make that play, that could be a big play. That could be a touchdown, right? Unbelievable ability, uncanny ability to, understand where he needs to be to make a play on this ball carrier. Again, love to see it. I mean, what it looks like right here is you're screwed. If this guy's a little bit faster, and again, maybe if this tight end gets up there a little bit quicker as well, this could be a touchdown. Matt Milano is a difference maker on all aspects of the field. And, he's put that on the film. And then you talk about his ability to just sit in a zone. On this one, he's, sitting in a hook curl here. You got a mid-read, hook curl, some deep blues, some deep thirds, I should say, actually. But yeah, he's sitting in a zone here, does a good job reading the quarterback's eyes and jumping the route, right? We're going to get a little stick and nod here. Boom. Just jump it, get an interception, take it the other way. This is a guy who could play multiple different positions. He can play close to the edge, stopping the run. He can get dropped back into a mid-read. He can blitz up the middle on a double mug blitz. I mean, this is a guy who could do a bunch of things for you. And again, I don't want to sit here and say, this is happening. No, it's all speculation. It's all rumors. I saw it in the news and I said, all right, you know what? Let me break down what he would add so you Raiders fans who are reading this article understand what he would add to the Las Vegas Raiders. I think he would be an absolute unbelievable addition alongside Spillane and Divine Diablo, as well as Tommy Eichenberg being a mentor. Then you talk about Brandon Ayuk. I don't really want to break down Ayuk because that one is interesting to me. I think he would be a great fit, but you already have Jacoby Myers, you already have Devontae Adams, you already have Trey Tucker and some other guys as well. If Brandon Ayuk does find his way to the Las Vegas Raiders, just know he's an unbelievable route runner, great player, great football player. If you guys want an update on Brandon Ayuk to the Raiders, if you guys want to break down some film and show what he would add to the team, comment down below just saying part 2. Now I understand what you guys are trying to say. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, join the family. More Raiders videos soon. Like I said, we're in the dead of the offseason. Pretty soon, it's going to ramp up. We're going to have a lot of videos coming for you guys. So join the family, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.